been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver. On that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ready. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd down.
snap comes at 1. And now Breeze. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Breeze's throw going to be caught by Sanders. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down, New Orleans. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
2nd and 1 at the 2-yard line.
Second and 1 from the 2. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara taking it in. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Seahawks 0. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Your Saints 7, Seahawks nothing.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game.
10 more yards.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Wilson now off the bootleg. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. On 1st down, it's Carson, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Malcolm Jenkins.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
40-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete. Hits Carson out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a 32-yard.
They've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett.
Wilson.
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now a give right side. Carson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
On the carry.
He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas, but it'll be second down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
10-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. On the return, Harris. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
36-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
16 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former second rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
After the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. From the gun, Wilson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
On the tackle.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So still 14 yards to go. Second down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
They'll take over.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game.
Kickoff for New Orleans.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47. You can't block me. You can't. 12. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Let's go, 14.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And this returnable for Harris. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, It'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They run it again with Kamara, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right
and defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And everyone on their assignment defensively there, as he'll be taken down behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down. That's the end of the...
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Breeze. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the interception, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
47's the mic.
From the gun, Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Hey, 0. Check. Fuck that.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 29, Breeze throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Thomas Morstead.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
47 is the mic. Hey, good job right there. Good job right there.
On 1st down, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf.
Wilson's pass.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Saints' 39-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a give right side. Carson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
On the stop.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints' 18-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's brought down. That was good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Short of the goal line.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So he gets absolutely nothing out of that sneak, and now it's 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come out in the pistol. Likely the play of the game here. Trailing in the final quarter and go. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Breeze to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Loss of 1.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.